Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to SHIB update today. So SHIB is looking like it is about to make the B correction to the downside. One quick recap is that I'm actually going to recap from the monthly and slowly start to build all the way to the upside. And now the monthly is extraordinary for SHIB. It looks really amazing for SHIB, and I've told you before that I'm super bullish on the monthly for SHIB because SHIB has done something that it has never done since 2022, and that is on the monthly we've had the very first bullish closing for SHIB, right? You've made a closing right over here, which is really good. Now, can SHIB come down a little bit more, maybe down to 1229 one more time, or 1100? That will still be okay as long as you just touch the line, the trend line, and stay above the trend line. You are okay, right? So even if you ever came down to 1200 and touched 1200, you know what, that's still okay. That will still be something that isn't really bad. And I think it's gonna go down a little bit to maybe 1200. And the reason of saying this is because, number one, if you want to watch the Bitcoin update, I've actually talked about Bitcoin CME gap at $54,000. So there could be chances of looking at Bitcoin moving down to even $64,000. And then eventually that's when we can actually see SHIB going all the way down to maybe 1244 one more time. And that is also your big correction, and also a very big good support level, because this is where you have your very big influence right over here. So if you do come down here, that's pretty much the trend line that you're making down there, right? And also you are about to follow the elliott wave theory. And the elliott wave theory, again, as I told you in the previous videos, that this has been your first wave down, the second wave up, the third wave down, the fourth one, and the fifth one, right? And whatever comes after this is just an ABC correction. So you've had the A, and we could probably see the B down, and then we can actually see the start of the C correction, and maybe start a proper bull run back to the all-time high. One thing is very clear, make no mistake about this, that the downtrend of SHIB right over here has already been broken, right? We've already broke from that trend right over there. And I believe, I really believe that if I zoom in here, there's a lot of people who have their stop losses set right over there at 1560. Number two is that you will see stop losses all the way down to 1480, 1300s, and even 1200, by the way, right? So time to flash out every single stop losses, which is by default in our understanding. When you take a lot of stop losses, that is one of the biggest intention that the coin wants to go back up and pump up in the future. So when you're taking stop losses, it actually creates more liquidity, it actually creates more power, generates more power. The bigger, you see, it's an old saying, the bigger the correction is going to be, the higher the pump is going to be. And the bigger the pump is, the bigger the dump is going to be as well. It's just the opposite of each other. Action and reaction are equal, but again, opposite interaction. That's pretty much, I'm just going to summarize this video with third law of Newton's law. Man, I hate Newton, by the way. I really wish that Apple didn't fall on his head. But anyways, so that's all for the video on SHIB, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.